Good morning, dear students. Before going to today's lecture, we will rewind the earlier classes. So that is the calculation of the calculation of the transmission angle. Okay, angle. So how to find the our transmission angle of our four-bar cyclic chain, and from the Grashoff's law, is it belongs to the which type of mechanism from the Grashoff's law. So you may also tell, okay, which type of mechanism it is. Is it a crank lever mechanism? Is it a double crank mechanism? Is it a double rocker mechanism? Okay, already we have uh, we have discussed the statement of our Grashoff's law. That is the sum of the shortest and longest link lengths less than the sum of the other two link lengths. So that is the our Grashoff's law. When you have to follow the particular statement, then that is belongs to the class one mechanism. Okay, so that is which type of mechanism it is, that depends upon the our particular statement. So now the today topic is single slider crank chain. Single slider crank chain. Just all of you observe the diagram. Single slider crank chain. So in this, how many links are there? Okay. Simply to say that first one, it is the modification of a four-bar cyclic chain. One type of the modification of four-bar cyclic chain. And now, so what are the elements are there? So just observe that. So frame. So this is the frame is there, and this is acting as the link one, or it is the fixed link, while it is also considered as the this place. This place is also considered as the fixed link. Okay. So or they may also take this type also. And crank is there. Crank is also acting as the link two. And connecting rod. Connecting rod is also acting as the link three. And cylinder. Okay, cylinder and piston arrangement. So this one is acting as the our link four. So what is the piston is there? Okay, and our plunger is there. Okay, so that is the our link four. So just observe that. Okay, in this, how many pairs are there, and how many turning pairs are there, and how many sliding pairs are there? In our mechanism, we have three turning pairs. We have three turning pairs and one sliding pair. One sliding pair. So the link one, the crank and connecting rod and the frame. What are the links are there? Mostly these links are following the our turning pairs. And 4 to 1. Okay, link 4. That is the our crosshead. So this one is the crosshead is there, and that and link 4 and link 1. So that is acting as the that forms a sliding pair. That forms a sliding pair. So those are the pairs are involved in our particular mechanism. And now, what is the function is happening in our particular mechanism? That is, it is converting the it is converting the rotary motion into the reciprocating motion. Rotary motion into reciprocating motion. So how the function is happening here? Just all of you observe that. When the crank will make the rotation, so then that is translating to the motion to the their connecting rod. So then the connecting rod is also transmitting the motion up to our crosshead. So when it is sending to the motion crosshead, so that crosshead will makes the uh, particular motion, that is the sliding motion to the piston rod. Sliding motion to the piston rod. So then it is the what type of motion is achieved. So that is the sliding motion is achieved when we are giving the input of rotary motion. Rotary motion. So that is the main motive of our particular mechanism. So and it is also making the another thing, that is when we are also giving the reciprocating motion, and it is also converting the rotary motion. It may also happen, okay, while we are usage of the our this system single slider crankshaft. Okay, once it may also converting the rotary to reciprocating, uh, and vice versa, and reciprocating to rotary. Both are happening in our particular mechanism. So that is the our single slider crankshaft. So in this, so where we are having the fixed, okay, fixed parts are there. Those all are acting as the only one link. Just you have to keep it in your mind. You must keep it in your mind. Particular thing. Now going to see the inversions of our. So this is the arrangement is there and how the mechanism is happening here. So they may also okay represent here. Now we will discuss the inversions of single slider crankshaft. So how many inversions are there regarding to the single slider crankshaft? So those are the five inversions are there belongs to the our single slider crankshaft. So that is the first one, pendulum pump or bull engine. The second one, oscillating cylinder engine. The third one, rotary internal combustion engine. And the fourth one, crank and slotted lever quick return motion mechanism. And the fifth one, Whitworth quick return motion mechanism. So these are the five inversions. Okay, five inversions are there. Belongs to the single slider crankshaft. Now we are going to see the pendulum pump. So how the arrangement is there, particularly for pendulum pumps. Just observe that. So how they are arranging. This is the pendulum. Okay. So in this, okay, piston rod is there. Okay, that piston rod is connected to the crank at the same time. Okay. So connecting rod is there and cylinder is there. Okay. Coming to the first inversion, that is the pendulum pump. So cylinder is fixed here. Cylinder is fixed here. So how many cylinders are there? Both. Okay, two cylinders are there. Those two are fixed here. And now the piston rod is also acting as the link rod. Again, we may also give you that is the crank will makes the rotation. So when the crank will makes the rotation, that is translating to the motion to the connecting rod, and the connecting rod directly connected to the our cylinder, okay, and piston. So that piston is also reciprocated by the help of our okay this motion, okay, by the connecting rod motion. So when the piston is reciprocating, then it is also okay giving the motion to the other piston also, okay, other cylinder also. So why? Because once the motion to achieve here, so then next one, okay, another cylinder is also there. Okay, A cylinder, two cylinders are there. Both cylinders, the function is happening. In our both cylinders, the function is happening here. In this, just you will observe that what is the main usage of particular type of bull engine or pendulum type? Pendulum. So that is mainly used to supply the feed water to the boilers. Have two pistons attached to the link water. So that is it is mainly used for the okay to transfer the water okay to the our boilers, okay, to the boilers. When they are arranging the two cylinders, then simply to feeding the water easily to okay. It is a continuous motion is happen. So then within the less time they may also carry the water. Okay, water to the boilers. So that is the main usage for the our pendulum pump or bull engine. Okay. So how many links are there? So the links are the crank is crank and connecting rod and piston rod, and another one is the cylinder. So here in this inversion, cylinder is the our fixed link. Just you will okay, just you will keep it in your mind. So that is the our pendulum pump or bull engine. So what is the function? Their main function is also making the same thing. Rotary motion is converted into reciprocating motion. It is also converted to the rotary to reciprocating. By the help of their reciprocating motion to lift the water, to feed the water to the boilers. To feed the water to the boilers. Now going to see the second inversion. Oscillating cylinder engine. Oscillating cylinder engine. Just you have to observe the diagram. It is very important. In our subject, we have to mainly focusing on the only diagrams. Now you will see that. Now in this inversion, connecting rod. Okay, so the connecting rod is fixed here. So that is our crank is there and piston rod is there and cylinder is there. Connecting rod is there. So in this, connecting rod is also acting as the fixed link. Now the crank makes the revolutions. When the crank makes the revolutions with the help of crank rotation, by the help of crank rotation, so they may also translate the motion to the piston rod, and the piston rod is directly connected to the piston. So that is also have our cylinder. So when the crank will make some rotation or oscillating, rotation or oscillating, then simply to get our reciprocating motion in our oscillating cylinder engines. Oscillating cylinder engines. In this, how many turning pairs are there and sliding pairs are there? It is also similar to that. That is the turning pairs are 3. Okay, 3 turning pairs are there. And the link 3 corresponds to the connecting rod of a reciprocating steam engine. Okay, and which is the connecting rod is also stick to the our particular piston rod. And what the conversion, what the function is happen in our particular mechanism. It is also similar. So that is the conversion of reciprocating motion into rotary motion. So that thing is, so the function started with the our link force. So that is the when we are giving the reciprocating motion, it is also converted to the rotary motion. It is also converted to the rotary motion. So that is the function is happened particularly for oscillating cylinder engine. Okay, so this is the conversion of reciprocating to rotary. Just observe. And the third inversion, so it is the rotary internal combustion engine. Rotary internal combustion engine. So when we take the rotary internal combustion engine, so this is our radial engines. Just when you have to, when you have to assume radial engines. So what is the arrangement is there? So do you know that where we are generally seeing the radial engines? Anyone? This type of engine system, where we are generally seeing. So radial engines mostly used for our aeroplanes and our naval ships, where the power, where the power is more, where the requirement of power is very high. So those places generally used for radial engines. So how many cylinders are there in this radial engine? So 7-cylinder radial engine. It is a 7-cylinder radial engine. So coming to our arrangement point of our radial engine. So in this, same cylinder and piston arrangement is there, and those connecting rods. What are the connecting rods are there? Just all of you observe. These all are, each cylinder will have the one connecting rod. Okay, and the crank. So in this, we have the smaller crank is there, smaller. So that smaller crank is also acting as here fixed. That smaller crank is also here fixed. So this crank, what is the crank is there? That crank is fixed here. That crank is fixed here. So now connecting rods are there. So when the cylinder arrangement, when the power stroke will happen in our any cylinder, cylinder one, for example, cylinder one. So then it is translating, it is transmitting the motion, it is transmitting the power, to the our particular crank. So when it is also translated to that, so directly to give the, okay, directly to send the to the our shop. So there is a, okay, power losses are very less. Why? Because directly to give the power to the our shop, propeller shop. Okay, so so that's why we are generally usage it for aeroplanes. This one, aeroplanes or helicopters, whatever it may be, where the power is high. So those places generally used for the our radial lines. These, which are the acting as the our okay, link one, link two, and link three. Now all of you observe that cylinders. What are the cylinders are there? Those all are, okay, acting as the link one, and the piston. What is the piston arrangement is there? That is acting as the link three, and connecting rod is acting as the link 4, and crank. So what is the crank is there? That crank is the link 2. Link. So again, it may also consisting of the only 4 links. So the link will indicates that these all are similar. What are the cylinders are there? Those all are similar here. So in this, in our arrangement, in this, it is also making the same function. Okay, reciprocating to rotary, or rotary to reciprocating. So that function is happening here. And now, and another cases. Okay, what are the another applications are there? Those are the gas turbines. Okay, again we may also use it for the gas turbines. Gas turbines are also used for such type of engines. So that is the radial. Okay. Now going to see the our another inversion. So that is the crank and slotted lever quick return motion mechanism. If you have to observe the particular mechanism, you have a okay, the number of links are 6 here. How many links are used in our particular mechanism? So that is the 6 links are used for making the particular mechanism. So that is the crank and slotted lever quick return motion mechanism. So the main application is when you are observing the shaper machine. Shaper machine. Okay, shaping machine is there in our MT lab. So how it will works? That is, okay, that is consist of the particular mechanism. The shaping machine is consisting of the particular mechanism, shape, a crank and slotted lever and motion. So what is the what the thing is happening here? So in this, just observe that. The link one, okay, so that is started with the link one, that is the cylinder. Cylinder is considered, okay, so one cylinder is there. That cylinder is also, okay, inserted, that is also inserted to the our lever. So this is one lever is there. Okay, one bar, rectangular bar is there. That bar is also having the cylinder. Okay, it is also inserted the our cylinder. So that is acting as the link one, and crank is also acting as the second one. Crank is the 2, and this one, okay, fixed link. So AB is also acting as the fixed link, and the lever, what is the lever is there? That lever is also taken as the link 4, and lever is also, lever one end is fixed, okay, one end is there, and another end is also attached to the our, okay, another link, that is the 5, link 5, another one bar is there. So that bar is also connected to the elliptical, okay, that bar is also connected to the rammer. So this is also calling as the rammer. So that is also okay, connecting to the rammer. So in this, what the function is generally? So that is just observe that when the crank will makes the rotation, okay, when the crank will makes the rotation, and similarly to give the momentum of our lever at the same time cylinder. So that cylinder is also oscillated. The cylinder is also oscillated between the our lever, among the lever. So the cylinder is also oscillated. When the cylinder oscillates, the crank is also going to rotate. Okay. By the help of our cylinder movement, so the lever is also moving. Okay. This side to this side. Okay. The lever is also to translate the this side to this side. That means it is also simply to take that it is a oscillatory motion. The lever 4 is also getting oscillatory motion with the help of our particular this connection. Okay, our cylinder. Okay, our cylinder connection. So when it will oscillate, then that is also connecting with the link 5. So that link 5 is also pushes to the rammer. Okay, the link 5 is also pushes to the poles. Okay, pushes to the rammer. So when the rammer is uh, giving the momentum, that is the forward and backward. So that is the that has given two strokes. That is the forward stroke and return strokes. Forward and return stroke. So that is happen in our particular uh, crank and slotted lever quick return motion mechanism. In this link 3 AB is there. That AB link is fixed here. That AB link is fixed here. When the crank makes the revolutions, then that is also connected to the that is also connected to the our cylinder. That cylinder is also inserted to the lever 4. It is also inserted with the lever 4. So that's why. So when the connection is there, then it makes the some oscillations of the our total lever 4. When the oscillating of the lever 4, then uh, lever, okay, then the 5, then the lever 5 is also okay translating. Then the lever 5 is also translating or turning. So when the turning of our lever 5, then simply to uh, um, okay, translating to the our momentum, translatory momentum. Okay, translatory motion is also passing to the our number 6. So that is the rammer. So when it is also giving to the our number 6, okay, motion. So that has done by that has okay given the forward and return strokes. Forward and return strokes. So that is happening in our particular thing. And in this, we have two angles are there. That is the just observe that. What is the angle, sir? The time of the forward stroke is proportional to the angle theta for the return stroke, whereas for the return stroke, it is proportional to the angle beta. So provided the crank rotates clockwise. So that is all of your. Okay, so they have considered as the two angles, that is the theta and beta. Theta and beta. So in this, they may also find the one value, that is the time of cutting stroke to the time of return stroke. Time of cutting stroke to the time of return stroke equals to, okay. So that is the cutting stroke. Alpha is okay. Sometimes we may also represented with the alpha, and return stroke is also represented with the beta. Okay, so alpha by beta. So similarly to write as alpha by 360 minus alpha also. So that is there, but they may not mention here. So that is also there. This is the main application of crank and slotted lever quick return motion mechanism is uh, in our shaper okay, in our shaping machines. Now going to see the our another mechanism, that is the Whitworth quick return motion mechanism. Whitworth quick return motion mechanism. If you have to observe one thing, so that is the when they are okay, varying the fixed link, you may also achieve new mechanism, okay, that has been running, okay, always. So in our particular contents, just observe that. Now coming to the bit work. So when you have to observe the particular diagram, so in this one fixed link is there. That fixed link is the, okay, OA is fixed link here. OA is fixed link, and now AB, AB is the one link. So AB is the one link. So that AB is connected to the, that AB is connected to the cylinder. AB is connected to the cylinder. And again, A, that is also connected to the, okay, so that is the one connecting, okay, link one, that is connected to the link one, link one. So that is there. And now the lever of, okay, the lever of link one is also connected to the another link. So that is the link 5, another link 5, and that is also connected to the, that edge is also connected to the rammer. Okay, so just observe that how many links are there, okay, how the function is happening here. So in this, link 2 is fixed here. In this, link 2 is fixed here. And now the link 3, now the link 3 makes rotation. Okay, makes rotating. So the link 3 makes some rotations. So when the link 3 rotated, so then that is also giving the momentum of link 4 and giving the momentum, okay, from the 4. So it may also gives the momentum to the our link 1. So when the momentum of link 1, so then it is also transmitting to the link 5 to up to 6. So but the thing is, when the link 3 is, okay, rotated, so then this structure, just observe that. So by the help of this one, crank is rotated. When the crank is rotated, that means this total cylinder is also translating. Okay, this is also total cylinder. That means B portion. What is the B is there? Okay, this one, this cylinder. The total cylinder is also translated through the circular way, and by the help of this one, okay, by the help of this one, link one, so that link one is also, okay, one end is connected to the our cylinder, and another end is also there, that another end is also connected to the link 5. So this end is also makes the another rotation. This makes the, when the function of the our link 3 is also rotated by the help of link 3, this circle represented with their positions of the our AB, positions of the AB. Okay, and link C, when the, okay, link C is also translating. So with the help of, okay, the link C is also translating through the circular path. So that is the C is also displaced, okay, to the C dash and C double dash and C triple dash. Those are the positions, different positions they may achieve. They may achieve. And B is also achieved, okay, different positions. Okay, these, this circular path is, total path is also their positions, but they may also takes to the only some positions. So that's why B double dash is here and B dash is here. This position is also considered the B dash, and this one is of the B double dash. And now when the, okay, this link 1, and at the end of the link, okay, end of the our link 1C also makes the rotation, and that is also connected with the lever 5. When the lever 5 is also giving the motion to the our link 6, that motion is only forward to backward motion. That is the forward to backward motion. So in this, they may also identify the time of cutting stroke, the time of return stroke. So in this, when we generally observe that, that is observe that. So that is time of cutting by time of return is also considered as the theta by beta here. So theta by beta, where we have to, okay, cutting stroke is theta and time of return stroke is beta. And that theta where you have to represent the theta. So that is the B dash A B double dash. B dash A is belongs to the B dash A B double dash. What is the angle between the B dash A B double dash? That is the theta. And beta B dash A acute angle. B dash A B double dash at A. Okay, so that is the obtuse angle of B dash A B dash and acute angle of B dash A B double dash at A. So this is the our A. So just observe that. So that is the our. This is the forward. Okay, this is the cutting stroke period. This is the cutting stroke period, and bottom one is the our return stroke period. Bottom one is the return stroke period. So above side angle and below side angle. So above and so this is totally considered as the our so that angle is also represented here. So that is the so this one. For example, if you have the layers, silver layers on the streets, that is spoiled. Okay, how do you know? So this angle, total angle. So this place only up to our above side angle is one, and below side B dash A B double dash one side obtuse and acute. So one side is this one and another one is this one. Cutting stroke is always mostly higher than the return stroke. Why? Because cutting portion, okay, cutting portion is also moving on. Okay, that means distance is similar. Okay, what is the displacement is there? What is the displacement is there? Okay, of the our rammer. So that displacement is same, but cutting stroke when it is going to be cutting of the our material, so it may also goes on slowly. Okay, that means and return point of view when it comes back, so suddenly to come back. Why? Because so there this angle is less. Okay, this angle is less. So within the short time they may also return. Compare with the cutting stroke. Compare with the forward stroke. Done in our particular okay mechanism. These are the inversions of our single slider crankshaft. It is very important. This is very important. Number 31. And another inversion is there. That is the last inversion, hand pump. Did you observe the hand pump? So that is the one type of mechanism is there. How we achieve our water by the help of our pedaling. Okay, pedaling of the our hand pedaling. When you are doing the hand pedaling, so then we may also achieve the water. So what is the mechanism is happening? So that is the our single slider crankchain. Similar to this one. That is the one inversion is there. So in this, just observe that. So what is the piston rod is there? That is taken as the our link 1, and this is the link 2. Okay, just it may also acting as the link 2, and link 3 is there connecting rod. Similarly to say that, and this is the our total cylinder. What is the frame is there? That is total frame is considered as the link 4. So just observe that. So when you have to give the some force, when you have to give the some force in this direction, okay, in this direction. So then what will happen? So when you are giving the some force, so then so this lever, okay, so that is the piston rod is also going to be up. The piston rod is going to be upside. So and then the link 2 and link 3 is also going down. Okay, link 3 is also going down. So when again it may also goes on, okay, right side, okay, above force. Again, this side force. So again, the water is going to up with the help of our particular piston rod, piston, okay, piston. So that is carrying the water from lower level to higher level by the help of our this mechanism, okay, hand pump mechanism. So what are the links are fixed here and which are acting as the our which is giving to the motion and which is okay, which type of motion is converting here. So that is the we are also giving the oscillatory motion. So that is converted into the our reciprocating motion. Okay, so the conversion of oscillatory motion into reciprocating motion in this mechanism. This mechanism. When it is converted that, so in that process, we may also done the work of our lift the, okay, have done the one work. So that work is the lift the fluids, lift the our particular water, lift the water from lower level to higher level. Okay, so this is the hand pump. It is also very